on New Year's at 12, when it turns into the new year, you should eat 12 grapes, one grape representing each month of the year, and it's represented as good luck.
When you see 11:11 on your clock or on your phone, it means that you can make a wish.
When I see an ambulance, I bless myself because I know someone in there is either sick or hurt, and it's a good thing to do for them.
When I pack a church, I bless myself because it's nice to be holy, and you never know what's going on in people's life, and you always need to be, like, you don't know what's going on. There might be in hard times and all, so it's good to bless yourself, and it's good to bless yourself.
A holy bracelet is when you have a red and white bracelet around your wrist or your ankle. Some people put it around their stomach to get pregnant because it's very good luck.
If you get pooped on the soda by a bird, you might get good luck.
So my great-granddad was fishing at about 3 in the morning, and he was whistling and he kept hearing a woo, and he looked back and he didn't see anyone, so he didn't think anything of it, and he heard it again, and he looked up on a pillar by a church and he seen the Banshee sitting on it and combing her hair.
Well, my dad told me about Drunken Thady, and last night he brought me to go see the scratches on the bridge.
Seeing an ambulance, I bless my face because, like, you want to make sure nobody in the ambulance get harmed.
When I cross my fingers, I'm trying to get out of a lie, and it always works. And sometimes I cross my fingers for good luck.
My nana was one night inside of her mum's house, and that's built over a graveyard, and it's nearby the Handball Alley, and she looked on the wall of the back and she seen the Banshee sitting on it.
So there was this man named Drunken Thady, and he was very drunk, and you weren't allowed to walk across the bridge at night or the Banshee would get you. But he didn't care, so he walked across the bridge, and the Banshee was combing her hair, and then she grabbed him and tore him over the bridge.
If you ever see a comb on the ground, you should never pick it up because the Banshee's gonna come and get it. And if you take it home with you, the Banshee is gonna come knocking on your windows and doors. And if you wanna get rid of the comb, you're gonna have to, like, you shouldn't use your hands because it's gonna scratch your hands away.
I dropped the knife in the sink and on the floor, and then executioner for the electricity came to the door to fix the internet.
So if you hit your elbow off, like, say, a bannister or something, my mum would always tell me to hit my other one off it on purpose so I could get good luck.
And the stories about my dad told me this, that the people who lived in my nana's house before, there was an old lady and her brother, and she was at the top of the stairs, and the Banshee, she saw the Banshee, and the Banshee pushed her down the stairs, and the next day her brother died.
So a St. Philomena cord is like a red and white thing that goes around your wrist, or like sometimes like around your ankle, and it brings like good luck and for safety, you know. And people say, like, don't cut it, or it's like you're gonna get really bad luck.
So on New Year's we would like have a clean in our house, and we'd get rid of anything we didn't want from last year. So we'd get a fresh set of it. Like, say, old socks, we'd throw it out and get new ones for the new year. Yeah.
Every time when I walk past the church, I always bless myself because it's nice and holy, because that's God's home. And because you don't know what's probably happening in people's lives, so people have to go to the church to bless themselves.
So every match I play, I bring a holy bead to the match, and we're undefeated this season. So, like, we haven't lost a game yet.
One time I put shoes on the table and by accident, and then I took them off again just in case, and then I tripped and hit my finger, like a book.
I heard that if you pick up a comb off the floor, the Banshee would come outside and be banging on your window to try and get her comb back.
when you see a magpie, you always have to, you have to say if you want to, just say, how's your wife and children and magpie, because 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, and I don't know the rest. So, and then every time when I say it, I get good luck that day.
Oh yeah, so if you're like holding someone's hand and you're walking and there's like a pole in the middle, you should never go different directions. You should always go the same directions, or else if you go into different directions, you're gonna end up in an argument with someone.
So when the 6 o'clock bells ring, if you don't bless your face, travellers say that you'll get bad luck for disrespecting God, and because you need to respect God in all ways, people say.
Yeah, so if you like swear on something to try and get your friends to believe you, you can cross your fingers and then it will take away whatever you swore on if it's a lie.
You know the saying, if you step on a crack, you break your mother's back? That came from the story about the Banshee living under the cracks, and if you step on it, you're disturbing the Banshee, and it would go for your mother. Yeah.